Let me ask you a dangerous question. Are you fighting against your body, or are you fighting with it? Most people never stop to realize that their body type, whether lean, stocky, tall, short, heavy, or wiry, already carries with it built-in advantages and weaknesses. Yet what do? They blindly copy whatever fighting style looks cool on TV, or they imitate their favorite fighter, without ever understanding that their body was never designed for that path. That's why so many people train for years and still get dominated by someone who trained less, but trained smarter. See, here's the uncomfortable truth nobody wants to admit. Your body is already whispering the answer to you. It's telling you what style you should master, what techniques you'll excel at, and what strategies will make you feel unstoppable in a real fight. But because most fighters ignore this truth, they waste energy forcing themselves into styles that don't suit them. A short, stocky guy trying to fight like a tall kicker. A tall, lanky fighter trying to wrestle like a tank. A heavy brawler trying to move like a featherweight. That's not training. That's self-sabotage. If you want to dominate, you need to align with your natural blueprint. Think of it this way. If your body is a weapon, then your fighting style is the operating system. If the two don't match, you're basically trying to load fighter jet software into a pickup truck. It's going to fail. But when your style matches your body, something scary happens. Every punch feels sharper, every movement feels smoother, every counter comes faster, and your opponents start to feel like they're trapped in your world, not theirs. Here's the catch though. This isn't just about big guys should punch harder, or tall guys should kick more. That's the surface-level advice everyone parrots, and it's the reason most fighters never evolve. The real secret is in understanding how leverage, reach, energy expenditure, and psychological intimidation work together with your body type. Because fighting isn't only physical, it's psychological warfare. If your body is tall and rangy, you can create the illusion of untouchability. If you're compact and strong, you can create the illusion of inevitability, that no matter what your opponent does, you're going to close in and crush them. If you're lean and wiry, you can build the illusion of endless stamina, making your opponent feel like they're drowning while you're just getting warmed up. Now, let me drill this into your head. The most dangerous fighter is not the one with the most muscles, not the one with the flashiest moves, not even the one with the best coach. The most dangerous fighter is the one who fully embraces his own body type, who doesn't fight against it, but channels it like a weapon sharpened to perfection. And once you understand this, you'll stop comparing yourself to others. You'll stop forcing yourself into styles that drain you, and you'll begin to weaponize what's already inside you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what fighting style is perfect for your body type. And once you learn it, you'll never look at yourself or your opponents the same way again. Because the truth is, your body isn't holding you back. It's been waiting for you to finally unlock it. 1. The tall and lanky fighter. If you're tall with long limbs, let me engrave this truth into your mind. Your greatest weapon is distance. Most tall fighters make the mistake of trying to prove they can fight in close range. That's ego, not strategy, and ego gets you destroyed. Your height and reach give you a built-in force field, but only if you learn how to use it. Imagine your arms and legs as spears, not hammers. Your job is not to collide. It's to stab from a distance, over and over, until your opponent begins to feel like they're chasing a ghost. A tall creates psychological despair. Every time your opponent tries to close the gap, they're eating jabs, teeps, and knees. Every time they think they're close enough to hit you, they realize they're still inches away from landing clean. That breaks people mentally before it ever breaks them physically. And here's the manipulative twist. When you make someone feel like they can't reach you, they get reckless. They rush. They swing wide. They expose themselves. That's when you punish them. So your perfect style? Striking from range, kickboxing heavy, with a sniper's precision. Build your jab like a weapon. Sharpen your front kicks and make your knees into a nightmare. Don't brawl. Don't wrestle unnecessarily. Make your opponent feel like they're fighting a wall of thorns. They can move forward, but every step cuts them deeper. 2. The short and stocky fighter. Now, if you're short, compact, with a lower center of gravity, stop trying to play the tall man's game. You were never meant to jab and poke from afar. You were built for the crash, for closing distance, for making taller fighters regret every inch of reach they think they own. Your body is designed for leverage, explosiveness, and suffocating pressure. When a short fighter commits to the wrong style, they look like children trying to swat at giants. But when they embrace their natural strengths, they transform into bulldozers. You can slip under punches with ease, explode inside the pocket, and unleash hooks, uppercuts, and body shots that taller fighters can't handle. Your legs, thick and grounded, make you harder to knock down. And here's the psychological edge. Once you're in close, the tall fighter panics. They're no longer comfortable. Their range is useless. Their height feels like a curse. And you're home. So your perfect style? Infighting, wrestling, judo, dirty boxing. You're the storm that crashes into people and drowns them before they can breathe. Forget about dancing around. Your job is to invade, to overwhelm, to smother. You're not playing chess from a distance. You're flipping the board onto their lap. 3. The lean and wiry fighter. If you're thin, wiry, and maybe even underestimated by others, listen closely. Your gift is not brute force. It's endurance and speed. The lean fighter is built like a whip, snapping, flexible, and endlessly sharp. Most people look at you and assume weakness. That's your first advantage. You'll always be underestimated. But here's the psychological power. You don't fight to overpower, you fight to outlast. Your body can move faster, recover quicker, and strike more often without gassing out. That means your style should revolve around overwhelming output, constant angles, and speed that frustrates your opponent. Imagine a swarm of knives cutting from every direction. By the second round, your opponent's power means nothing because they're exhausted and you're still bouncing like it's the warm-up. But here's the twist. Speed isn't just physical, it's mental. When you keep hitting, your opponent feels like there's no break, no pause, no escape. You create psychological drowning, where every breath they take feels stolen. So, your perfect style? High-volume striking, fast footwork, rapid combinations. Think boxing flurries, Muay Thai speed kicks, MMA scrambles. You don't fight to crush them, you fight to slice them 1,000 times until they crumble. The muscular, athletic fighter. If you're because your gift is also your curse. Yes, you're stronger than most, faster in bursts, and intimidating just by standing in the ring. But strength without intelligence burns out fast. The muscular fighter on their power. They land big shots, they dominate early, but when the gas tank empties, they become helpless prey. So if this is you, your job is to master efficiency. Your power gives you knockout potential. Your frame gives you crushing wrestling ability, and your explosiveness makes you a nightmare in exchanges. But you must learn to pace, to use bursts at the right moments, and to keep your composure when opponents try to drag you into deep waters. The psychological edge you carry is intimidation. Most opponents will already fear your power before the fight even begins. But your true strength is learning how to weaponize that fear, forcing them to fight cautiously, giving you control of the rhythm. Your perfect style? Explosive striking, heavy clinch, wrestling dominance. Learn to conserve energy, strike with intent, and punish every mistake with raw, terrifying force. Remember, your body is a cannon, but a cannon is useless if it fires wildly. You must be the calculated executioner, not the reckless brawler. 5. The heavy, big-boned fighter. And finally, the big, heavy fighter. Maybe you don't move as fast. Maybe you carry more weight than others. But here's the truth. You are the immovable object, the fortress. Most fighters waste years trying to slim down into something they're not, chasing speed they'll never match. But your gift is gravity itself. When you hit, it's not just a punch, it's a truck collision. When you grab, it's not just a clinch, it's a bear trap. And when you plant your feet, the ring belongs to you. The key to your style is presence. You don't chase, you don't waste. You force your opponent into your pace. Faster fighters will try to run circles around you, but that's where psychology comes in. You cut the ring, you control space, you make them burn energy while you wait. And when they're tired, you become the avalanche. Slow to start, but impossible to stop once you're rolling downhill. Your perfect style? Heavy boxing, powerful Muay Thai clinch, crushing top-game wrestling? You don't have to be the fastest. You don't even have to throw the most strikes. You just have to remind your opponent with every movement that fighting you feels like fighting a mountain. And mountains don't move, they crush. So now you know the truth. Your body isn't just flesh and bone. It's a blueprint, a battle plan, a weapon already forged by nature. The only question is, are you finally going to fight with it or keep wasting years fighting against it? Because let's be honest, the guy who masters his natural style will always embarrass the guy who ignores his own strengths. That's why some fighters look effortless, while others look desperate. It's not luck, it's alignment. And now I want to hear from you. Which body type do you see yourself in? Are you the tall sniper, the compact bulldozer, the wiry blade, the explosive powerhouse, or the immovable fortress? Drop it in the comments, and don't just tell me. Claim it, own it, because once you declare who you are, you've already taken the first step toward mastering it. And hey, if you still think your body type doesn't matter, do me a favor. Step in the ring against someone who has embraced theirs. Then come back and let me know how that went. I'll be waiting to read the excuses.